Okay, this video is about my bow drill kits, and a lot of people have them, but I'm enthralled with bow drill, so I have more probably than most people. I do a lot of bow drill because I have fun at it. It's not practical sometimes, especially today where it's snow on the ground, everything's pretty wet. But I carry kits with me to accommodate that too. But not saying that you can get a set going in this type of weather. You just got to get the right stuff. A lot of people enjoy going out and getting the raw material from the forest or desert and making a set themselves. And I enjoy that too. But at the same time, sometimes it isn't real practical, quick or fast, easy, whatever, and so I carry a kit along with me. And I kind of wanted to show you my kits here and how and where I use them. This big one is one that stays home unless I'm going to teach out in a place like this, and it has more than just bow drill stuff in it. It has tinder, other types of things in it. I'll show you, like char cloth. Here's a handhold made out of cottonwood, chaga, piece of leather to catch your ember, some aspen bark, more bark, another type of handhold with the socket in it here like this. And then I have sets, and they'll consist of aspen, cedar, pine, yucca, anything that I've tried and I know that works. Like this is a yucca set here, and it's ready to go. I got the V-notch cut, and a lot of these are that way, and it's burned in already, so all I need to do is just go for it. Here's one that's a bigger one, and I always just loop them together. You can use the yarn for tinder and everything. Here's a bunch of spindles, pine, and it just goes on and on. Here's some fat wood. I always carry fat wood with me, and most of the rest of this bag is just full of kits of different bow drill sets, I mean. So this bag, or this box here, is one I usually keep at home as well, and it consists mostly of sage and yucca. I have a couple, 3 other boxes that have like pine, cedar, cottonwood, stuff like that, so I separate them out. I don't know how this spoon got in there, but here's a nice sage spindle and hearthboard. I have a piece of fat wood, my bearing block. I really like these where they're rounded and they have the bearings. You don't have to have the bearings in it, you can just have it rounded if it's a nice piece of hardwood like that cottonwood I showed you. A little bit of odds and ends, but most of this is either yucca or sage, and I just have this at home in case I have a class at home, or if I just want to try one of these, I have it available. This happens to be sinew for the handle here. Now we get down to the ones where you would take out more in days like today. I better move the camera over so you can see it better. There we go. So this set is really a nice size set. You can put it in your pack. It's a little large, but it holds all the things that I've shown already. Here's a piece of punk wood, which is nice if your ember isn't quite going as well as you'd want. A bunch of stuff to make nests out of. This is a piece of yucca, and down in here somewhere I got well, here's some bank line. Anyway, I got the I should have anyway. It's probably laying right there. Yeah, that's what happened. Pretty sure anyway. Let me get all this stuff out and take a look. Got a little knife and some leather, duct tape, kind of a little survival kit all by itself. Anyway, what I have in there also is this, a breakdown bow that I make quite a few of these, and they fit into your backpack really well, and you can use them. See if I get it turned the right way here. There we go. Anyway, you can use them for your bow, and they're really strong, and they'll pack down inside of something like this. So I have that in there as well. So that's a pretty practical kit to have. The one that's really interesting that I just recently put together, a friend on the Bushcraft USA forum made for me, and it's out of canvas, and it's like a tool roll, and I have plenty of cord there. But anyway, you unroll this and you got everything for your bow drill right in there. I made a little bit shorter bow so that it fit in there. Some people aren't comfortable with short bows like this, but I don't have any problem at all with them. And then I got a pocket right here for my bearing block. I got mostly pine, yucca, and sage as samples in these pockets here, and it just rolls up really nicely into a roll, and you can put it in your pack and take it with you. And I put the yarn jute twine around it so that I can actually use it if I want to for a nest. And then we got the pocket sized one, the last one I wanted to show you, and it's kind of a cute little guy. Some people would have some real problems with this one trying to use it, but I like it. I like a challenge with these anyway. Of course, I have my breakdown bow, but it's quite small, but still not too small. You can still do fine. And fewer pieces of hearthboard and spindles in here. And then I got a small metal bearing that I got from one of my Bushcraft USA friends quite some time ago, and it's a really super cool bearing block, and it really is nice to hold and fit in something small like this. So this is the pocket one that I carry, and I'll take this pretty much every time I go out. So those are the different sets I have, and I know people are saying, gosh, why do you have all those things? You know, it's kind of crazy, but I enjoy this, and it's a challenge for me, and it's something I can use and get a fire going on a day like this where it's a lot of snow. I'll have to turn and show you the snow around you, but I can use fat wood curls. Work really good for a tinder bundle, and we have a lot of fat wood in this country, so it's not impractical to get a set going. Got a lot of aspen right behind you right there, and it's really good. Cottonwood tree over here. Here's some curls that I made up, and if you have nice dry wood, a piece somewhere that you get, you can baton it down, split it up, split wood, and use the inner part and make curls, and then those curls will be your tinder bundle. And here's your typical bow that I usually have in the truck, and It's usually the length of your armpit to your fingertip to use, but these are my sets. I have a lot of fun with them. I'm going to start a fire in a few minutes here, and you'll see me doing it with a bow drill, and it's just a fun hobby craft and good knowledge of wood, how fire works, etc. And I'm neurotic enough to have a bunch of kits as well. Most people just throw something in their pack and have it and go with it, and that's good for sure. But I play around with the kits all the time. So I hope you enjoyed this and seeing what a person that does a lot of bow drilling carries with them or has it available for them. I teach it in classes, so it's handy to have these already made up and ready to go. And then I have my students use a tried set, and then once they've gotten an ember and a fire, then I have them go out and show them where to get sets from the woods and make their own, and then use it and start a fire. So I like to have them have success first and then go from there. But it's a fun hobby and something good to learn if you've never tried it before. Thank you. Okay, like I said earlier, I wanted to use a bow drill to get a fire going. I made a log cabin set up for my fire lay, and I thought I'd use this tool roll. Raven is the guy's name on the Bushcraft USA forum, his forum name, and he made this set, so this is in honor of him, of making something special order, really. Let's see, what's this? Got to keep everything off the ground here. This works well because it's canvas, but things get wet pretty easy. The ground's frozen for the most part. Okay, this fits in there. Well, let's try it. See if I can get my foot on there without causing trouble. I gotta make my notch a little bit deeper here, wider, so the coals will go down better. Yeah, we got an ember. Not a great one, but we'll see what we can do with it. That's pretty good. This is crazy. It's really dry. Oh my God. Oh, the stuff just fell out. Gotta have a sense of humor on something like this. Just going to see if I get lucky. There we go. Got lucky. Get it in there where the curls are. That's a case where in bow drill you don't give up. You keep working at it. Let me get the camera around to show you the coal area. You're in the smoke here. Kind of up high here, so I'll zoom in for you. There we go. That should go now. I can usually use pine needles, but there are hardly any dry ones around here. I like a log cabin fire because it shoots up and gets things going really quickly, if it's going to at all. Got some more kindling wood here. But thanks goes out to Raven for the nice tool roll, special custom made for my bow drill pieces. Anyway, fire by bow drill.